Hello, my magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show where I will be your host, Gangstar Magician himself. And I'm here to deliver you your message because that's what I love to do. So I do what I love, and I love what I do, and I love being here with you. Why wouldn't I? There's nowhere else I'd rather be in the whole world than here with you because you're the best. Right or wrong? Come on, tell me you're not. Everybody knows it, brother. Come on. Right, Archangel Michael? He said, yeah. He says, of course we know that. He says, your 8th house crew is the best. He says, literally the best. You are like the Marines. You are the few. You are the proud. You are the 8th house crew. Yes, you are. You're the one, you handle the secret missions here of the world. That's what you do. That's what the 8th house does, my friends. That's what it does. It is what it is. People say, what is this 8th house this character keeps talking about? What is he talking about? Just a house. Just astrologically talking to you, okay? And that's why we're over here. Ooh. I don't like the way this shoots. Oops. But it's coming out. So, yes, we are balancing our chakras here. That's for sure. Okay, nobody's going to stop us from doing that. We like to have that open flow of energy. It feels good, we think. Where nothing's blocked. There's no blockages. Everything is very clear here for you. The cat says hello. He says you're the best. He says he's just going to keep on waving. Because that's what he does. He says, just like he says how I just make videos of myself doing tarot, okay? He says he waves. He says we all are into our own things. He says, you love, you do what you love. You love delivering messages to people, this cat says. He said, I like the wave. Fucking cat. All right, so what do we got? What's going to be in your energy here? Let's see what we're working with here, God. Please and thank you for the divine collective, the best of the best, the few, the proud, the 8th house crew. So what's in our energy, our magical gangsters? Please and thank you. So there's this 9 of Swords here, though. Somebody's a little anxious and depressed, it says. It's saying somebody's a little upset. They're not having a good time. It says, you may be experiencing intense anxiety and worry, possibly related to a past trauma or unresolved issue. That's what we say to these people. Yeah, you got to come clean. You got to pay for that. See, we thank people every time they do stuff bad to us because that means that something good's going to happen to us. Remember, something amazing is going to happen to us today. That's for sure. We're going to keep saying it. We're going to keep doing it, and it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen. That's what it is. Nobody's going to tell us otherwise anymore. Okay, nobody's going to say, oh, no, that's preposterous. How dare you think like that? You must work hard. You must work hard like a dog for 100 years and then, retire. That's no way to think. That's what they're saying, because they know that the way of thinking is changing. All right, so we got these characters. They're all anxious and depressed, okay? Why? Because the Queen of Cups, you, has returned, okay, to your original form, which is the Queen of Cups. This is your default. This is what you became. This is what you started as until you were attacked fucking viciously. Okay, so you have a deep understanding of your own emotions and those of others, and you are a compassionate and nurturing presence. Yes, you are. I embrace my emotional intelligence and compassion. Yes, we do. We embrace that emotional intelligence. We do have that. Yes, we do. And, a lot of people don't have emotional intelligence, like your counterpart, for instance. You know why? Because 8 of Cups. They're going to get left behind. They're going to be abandoned, okay? Because we don't got time for their bullshit. They think we're going to come back and, save them or something. That is not happening, okay? You are leaving behind something that no longer serves you in order to pursue a higher calling. Yep, and anybody who's scared to come, listen, we don't give a fuck because we're already going somewhere. We're already on our way. We don't care if you come or not. I embrace change with courage and optimism. Yes, we do. And this Queen of Cups is leaving behind whatever this is. And now 9 of Swords are anxious and depressed that this Queen of Cups is leaving us all behind. Ain't that something? Who would have thought? And now you got this 5 of Pentacles now. So these people are losing everything now that you're going. So that's telling me that they've been collecting off your energy now. They've been siphoning your energy. And now that they can't get there, they're losing everything. They're losing everything they built with your energy. You may be experiencing financial or emotional hardship and feeling left out in the cold, we tell these people. Okay? They are not alone, and they are open to receiving help and support from others, but they're not going to get it because they didn't want to help others. They wanted to hurt. So they're going to get exactly what they put out there. They think they're going to get help after what they did? No, because you're the one who brings the fun. You are the sun. You are experiencing a time of happiness and abundance, so enjoy the moment. Yes, you will. Okay, I'm filled with energy and vitality. Yes, you are, Queen of Cups. And you're leaving behind this bullshit. Now they're all crazy. They can't believe that you're leaving this Five of Pentacles behind. Okay, that you're headed towards this Three of Cups. That you're ready to have a good time. You don't care what happens to anybody. You're positive. You're having a good time. You're in this Three of Cups energy. You are surrounded by supportive friends and family, soul family, who love and appreciate you. I celebrate abundance and joy. That's what they said. That's what the guy told me. He said, that's what you said. You celebrate abundance and joy, this Queen of Cups. So why don't we get, a little read here, see what we're working with. Elaborate a little further. You want to get involved with this one, Archangel? Archangel, my friend, Michael? He said, yeah, why not? He said, why not? There we go. He says, I'm all involved now. He said, we'll see. Chase any demons off there. Because I don't really like that little setup there, that 6-card setup. Queen of Cups. 8 of Cups. I mean, they did have the sun energy there, though. Positive Queen of Cups, though. Yes, you are. This 3 of Cups. All right, so let's get going. What else is there what else do we need to know? This is just because we like each other. We just like to see each other. I like to deliver you a message. Sometimes these messages are, not the greatest. I mean, it can't be all the best. So remember, we're all in different timelines. This is already probably could have happened for you. This could be happening now. This could be happening later. Okay, let's use our discernment here. Let's put things where they go. When it's, you're doing a multi-group people, it's you got to do the best to put everything in there, so you have to think. But, like, when you're just doing one person's leader. But, whatever, listen, that ain't about that, all right? So let's see, what are we working with? Let's get going here. Enough of this small talk, enough of this nonsense. It's very hot out. Yes, it is. It's a little heat wave. I just went for a really long walk, too. I was sweating profusely when I got back. Yes, I was. So, let's see. What's in your energy here? What do we got to work with? What do we got here? God, please, and thank you. All right, so there's the 6 of Swords is here. Okay? You are leaving this behind. 6 of Swords. You are moving away from a difficult situation and towards a more positive and peaceful future. I mean, right or wrong, okay? So, I move forward with ease and grace, is what you told one guy that one time. And you said, yep, and that's what the Emperor said. Yes, he does. They move with ease and grace, okay? Softness and ease they move with. You are something else. We like the way you move. People love it. You're kind, but you don't get taken advantage of. You're very nice, but when somebody messes with you, you could go, I mean, this is but you have your light and your dark, balance. That's why this Emperor loves it. He loves it. He says, because you're an Empress. That's why this Emperor is coming. You got to match. It's a shared energy. That's what it is. Your twin flame you and your twin flame are a thought, the same exact thought that manifested, okay? And that's what it is. You're the same exact thing. So it would be like, say for instance, like your father and their father. Their thought process towards both of, you and your counterpart is the same as each other, okay? So that right there is a twin flame. That's a twin thought right there, okay? And then that manifests it to one side and then to a whole other side, you know what I mean? And that's half the thought. So it wasn't planned, it wasn't anything, and that's how you know you're exactly who your twin flame is, because you're exactly like them. You are your twin flame. I don't care, you know what I mean? Like, that's who you are. Yes, you are. Who is that? You, Queen of Cups. We just saw you earlier. You're back. You said, yeah, I just wanted to see what's going on. I'm leaving this shit behind. 6 of Swords. That's what you said. I'm going towards, better things here. I got better things on the horizon. So what's getting left behind here? This Queen of Cups said they're leaving this all behind. Okay, and now there's an Ace of Cups in reverse here, because there's no love wherever this is. This is why this is getting left behind, because this is a lot of coldness, this emptiness, this emotional loss, blocked creativity, feeling unloved. Who wants to be in this gloomy area? Nobody wants to be around this, okay? People want to be, they want to celebrate good times. Come on, okay? That's why they have this Nine of Wands energy, because you're brave and you're courageous. These people want to try to push you. They want to see if you would, back down, or how far they could push you. That was a bad mistake on their part, because now it's all going back to them, because all they did was create, their own reality by trying to, project on you. You had nothing to do with this. So, brave and courageous, leaving this all behind. You don't want to stay with no bullshit situation, Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, because now you have this Nine of Swords in reverse. Now you're releasing deep-seated fears. Somebody is. There's recovery, learning to cope, facing life on life's terms, overcoming whatever the shame or guilt. Okay, your mental health is improving. Everything is getting better here because you left this behind. You left this gloomy atmosphere that was designed to keep you miserable, so that these people could, siphon your energy and do God knows what with it, and then act like it's a completely other thing, and that we're too stupid, and that what we're thinking is preposterous. That's preposterous. How dare you say we do something like that? I'm a grandmother, for God's sake. That's just what this is. The doting grandmother, the witch. It's like, come on. It's all starting to make sense now. They don't want you to know. They want you to think that there's something they're not. Okay, because Seven of Pentacles. That's your hard work, and you had a long-term view. You're, efficient, responsible. You had a long-term view. You were working hard towards a long-term goal, and are now taking a step back to assess your progress and adjust your strategy. That's what you're doing. That's what the gangster magician would be doing. I watch, I see what I do. Okay, I accomplished this. All right, well, what's this? Now, what do I need to do to keep accomplishing? That's what it comes down to. That's what it is, and you're constantly going to be getting new and new information. You don't even have to worry about it. It's going to come to you when you need it anyway. So these people, you releasing these fears, though, is why, and just leaving this all behind is what's blowing this up, blowing it out of the water. Because now nobody knows what to do. They don't know what to say. Never thought you would go like this. Okay, bang, there you go, my man. Another one, Seven of Pentacles, okay? They never thought that you would walk away, release these deep-seated fears, okay? They never seen that you have this Seven of Pentacles, this long-term view. I'll say it again. You have been working hard towards a long-term goal and are now taking a step back to assess your progress and adjust your strategy. I trust the natural progression and timing of my efforts and investments. It's all going to come when it's supposed to in divine timing. Yes, it is. And I know everybody hates hearing that, but that's what's happening. Divine timing, Seven of Pentacles tells me to tell you. Okay, and that is because you're this Queen of Swords, though. Okay, you have boundaries here. You're a hardworking, efficient Queen of Swords. You're very perceptive. You see the big picture here. You have a clear understanding. Okay, you communicate with clarity and wisdom. You possess a sharp mind and a clear understanding of the world. Yes, you do. And are able to make objective decisions based on reason and logic, okay? Yes, you can use your heart, but at the same time, that's the Queen of Cups' job. The Queen of Swords is to protect that Queen of Cups, okay? I mean, you have to get into that energy, okay? Because you're not going to just make a decision with your heart, because your heart may tell you the wrong thing. Your brain is designed to tell you the right thing. Your heart is what you feel. You can't help how you feel sometimes. So, but that could also get you hurt. But you also are releasing these deep-seated fears. So nothing's really going to bother. Nothing's going to hurt you anymore. You can't. They tried. They did everything. This Ace of Cups, taking your Ace of Cups from it didn't hurt you. Okay, They tried to take everything. They helped you. The more they hurt you, they helped you. As we need them to understand that. The more they hurt you, the more they help you, okay? So, come on. Keep it coming. Okay, bang, here you go. So, you got this Queen of Cups in reverse now. So, we saw you as this Queen of Cups. So, yeah, this is the opposite. Now, this is a very, very emotional person. Over-emotional here, That's why there's an Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse here. It goes no better than with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Insecure person, oversensitive, very needy, fragile, dependent, martyring themselves. They are not in control now. They're not coming off as confident as they were. When you were down, yeah, they were coming off very confident. Not now, they're not. So whoever this is somebody who thought they were going to replace you, but now they're crying that because you don't give a fuck and you're too hardworking. You got the Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Swords in reverse energy. Okay, but you also have this Ace of Wands energy too. You have this inspiration, this urge to create. That's what's the Seven of Pentacles. You have a long-term view. You don't care what happens. You're not scared of what happens. No, nothing scares you. You've already been through enough. Nothing scares you anymore. Thank you. We appreciate you. Assistant, fruit baskets on the house to everybody, okay? All this energy that came against you, expect a fruit basket. It's coming your way, my friend. Coming your way. Yes, it is. So what's going to happen now? We got the Queen of Cups in reverse here. You're leaving this behind. You don't want to deal with this, okay? Why? Because you got this Knight of Wands energy here. You're passionate. You're adventurous. You're fearless. And you're fearless in a way where, not fearless, like you're not scared of anything. You're not going to go put yourself in bad situations, but you know that if you do the right thing, everything's going to work out for you. You are daring and passionate. You are not afraid to take risks to achieve your goals. You aren't. Now you aren't. I pursue my passions with confidence. You're a very confident person, Knight of Wands. But at the same time, you're confident that you're leaving this shit behind. Because you see what this is. You know how hardworking you are. You know what you're all about. You know your energy. These people didn't want you to know your energy. They were trying to take it from you. They wanted other people to have it. They thought that you would be too smug, they said. You'd be too smug. You think you're a big shot or something. But the fact is you never thought like that ever. This is how these people think. They wanted that. They wanted to be big shots. Okay, because bang, Ace of Wands. Because you have an urge to create. We just saw that. An urge to create. You're an inspiration. Okay, you are being called to take action and seize the moment. I am ready to embark on a new journey, you told that guy, remember? And he said, maybe. He said, me too. And there you go. Look where you're at now. Now you're in this Knight of Wands energy, moving along. Fearless and adventurous. Releasing deep-seated fears here, Nine of Swords in reverse. So what else do we got here? But there's this Five of Cups here, though. So this goes perfectly with this Queen of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups. This Five of Cups, this Queen of Cups now is very much pessimistic. Very much, They're disappointment. They're mourning, okay, because they know that they're done. I mean, this is what a Queen of Cups in reverse is. It's a very over-emotional person who's trying to hold on. But there's no love here with them. This is not who this person presented. This person tried to present themselves as like a high-level soulmate or something like that. I don't know what this person, to your counterpart, but this person knows that they're not the one, okay, because you're the one. Because why? Because you're this fool energy, because you're pure and innocent. This person tries to say you're not pure and innocent. This person has already been violated, okay? This person knows, they're damaged goods here, okay? You are being called to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. I am open to new beginnings. Of course you are. That's why Six of Swords, you're leaving this all behind. With this Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands energy, Nine of Swords in reverse. That's why. You don't have time for this. What are you hanging around for? That's why we left. That's why we said, see you later, brother. We don't got time. So what else do we need to know here? All right, so not only you got this Queen of Cups in reverse, but now you got this Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? So now you're dealing with a witch, okay? You got a little crybaby witch here. This is what I get. Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. I mean, this is most likely this Empress in reverse, this Destiny Swapper, whoever this High Priestess in reverse brought in, this fucking jerk-off, fat fraud this is. But it doesn't make a difference because this person's very much pessimistic. Whoever's around them is getting bad karma. Whoever's around them is getting, so it's like, they're literally like a pariah right now. It's like nobody wants them around because Five of Swords, they see that there are people that want to win at all costs. They did a lot of crazy things here. They didn't think anybody was ever going to find out. They thought you were just going to crumble and crack under this pressure. They try to present you as a Queen of Wands. They try to say you're a witch, but now they're being seen. So it's all these projections are coming back to them. Now they're crying about it because they're being seen. And there's no love here. And they're all Five of Cups in regret now. So what else is there we need to know? Okay, so there's a Two of Swords here, though. But this Queen of Wands in reverse, this Queen of Cups in reverse, they want to avoid this, though. They want to keep this in a stalemate, because there's a difficult choices here, because people, this is going to cause, like, you know, a reckoning here. So that's why a lot of people are not saying anything. Somebody's stuck in the middle here, probably your counterpart, but it is what it is. They have to make the right decision. You are feeling stuck between two choices and need to gather more information before making a decision. To your counterpart, 100%. They need to, but they keep trying to get that information. But they keep putting off their what's it called? They're procrastinating. They say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, because they know it's so hard. It's going to be such a tough decision. It's really not, because you're the only option. You're the only decision. This person's going to take them to hell with them, but they're looking at it from a financial. They're going to end up losing financially here. So that's what they're scared of. They can't fathom not having the money they have right now, or having the business. They can't understand this, but somebody should be doing something for them here. Somebody should be helping them. Somebody around them should be helping, but they're not. They're pushing them into this to keep them stuck, because they know that once this person leaves, it's over for them. Okay, because there's a Four of Wands here with you. There's a happy home. There's milestones. I mean, it's a good time. This is what you're going towards, Six of Swords. This is what you're leaving behind. But I don't see this person letting you go. They're not just going to go and then be with this person, marry this person, because they know what they are. They see that. But they don't want to lose their money, though. So they're trying to figure out something. Why it has to be this way, I don't know. But you will eventually get your money back anyway with this person. But they may have to lose everything to gain everything here. That's probably what they're trying to avoid. That they're scared. But there's this Nine of Swords reverse, so maybe they're releasing these deep-seated fears. Maybe they are in this Knight of Wands energy. They're fearless and adventurous. Maybe they just need to borrow that energy from you. Okay, because this Nine of Cups in reverse is here. Because this was not a wish come true. See, people try to push them into this, saying this is a wish come true, because this Queen of Wands reverse energy is a witch that's willing to do anything for money. They want to stay home. They don't want to work. They want to just, you know, they're all about getting the cheap, you know, whatever it is, the free meal. This is what this is. This person's all about, like, they'll do anything for any, like, they just, the dollar bill is all that matters to them. And they got your counterpart stuck in that mentality. But even though you're Seven of Pentacles hard work, and they try to say you were lazy, but it's like, whatever, that you weren't good for business, that you wouldn't fit in, okay, but you are this Two of Cups. You were always this person's Two of Cups. You were always your counterpart. They always knew this, and people knew this before. They knew this. That's what why they're doing all this. Who would put this type of information, this whatever it is, this energy into trying to block two people from coming together? Why would all these people do that? That's the question people need to ask themselves. All right, but you don't care anymore. So what else do we need to know? And I'm going to get to a new deck. They're trying to avoid this, but they can't. There's no avoiding this anymore. The information overload. Okay, because here's the thing. Four of Cups in reverse. You're not rejected. You're not rejected anymore. Somebody's suddenly aware they want to choose happiness. They're not going to, you know, stay in this unhappy situation. There's clarity here, awareness, acceptance, choosing happiness. You are their happiness. They're enthusiastic to choose their happiness too. They want to make a big thing about this. They're starting to lose whatever this is. They don't care about this, whatever this person is. This person's trying to blackmail them, it says. Okay, but you have this Three of Cups energy. They see you in this Three of Cups. They see how nice things are, and they don't want to be in this you know, unhappy situation. They don't care now. If it's family, they have to lose before. They want to be happy. They're choosing happiness now, your counterpart said. That's what they just told me. They said, I'm choosing happiness. I said, why would they just come? Why would I just say that in such a way if they didn't come to me and say that? Like, why would I care? So it's just, okay, but you got this Knight of Cups here. So maybe they're coming in romantic, charming, chivalrous. I mean, that's what you want, okay? You are a hopeless romantic, okay? Yes, you are, who is driven by your heart and inspired by beauty and creativity. Tell me that's not who you are. That's exactly who you are. I follow my heart and trust my intuition. That's what you do now. And now somebody's suddenly aware they want to come bring you this happiness because they see you in this Knight of Wands energy. They find that very sexy, they told me. So maybe it's a night party. Maybe it's going to be a nighttime adventure. Okay, Eight of Cups. Because somebody's getting left behind. And this is anybody. It's going to be this Queen of Cups reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. They can't avoid this no longer. They're trying to keep it a stalemate, though. They're trying to keep them stuck. But it now tells me that this counterpart is not playing. They don't want to stay here no more. They're not going. They don't care. They're not fucking making other people happy, making themselves unhappy to make other people happy anymore. They're not doing that anymore. They said no. They say, go fuck yourselves, okay? And they're literally acting like you right now, almost. It's like they're acting like you, and people are like, what the fuck is going on? It's becoming very bizarre that maybe they're borrowing your energy. I don't know, okay? But here's the thing. There's a hangman in reverse. So there's a resistance here. Somebody's stalling, okay, with this Two of Swords. They're stalling, okay? They want to keep it stagnated. So what is this stalling, though? What are they trying to slow down? Okay, Eight of Swords, because they're stuck. Maybe they're trying to slow down being put in jail, or, maybe them being stuck is slowing this down. Maybe your counterpart, they want to keep stuck. But they want to choose happiness. So I'm going to do one more, and then we'll go into a new deck. So what's going to be the end here? All right, so you have the Star in reverse here. So this person is being seen as the absolute worst. This person thought they were going to replace you. They thought they were a doppelganger of you. They thought they were going to just be you, but now they're being seen exactly as the Star in reverse. Okay, it's hopeless, okay, because they're a loser. Anybody who does what they do now they have to deal with the Hierophant, because the Hierophant's institutionally supporting you. They see what you're all about. They see that you're a good worker. They know that you're doing a great job. That is what they are telling me. And that's why you're staying this way. You're staying in complete control. So is there anything else? And I'm going to go to the new deck right after this card. Okay, is that the Moon in reverse is here. So whatever illusions in this Star in reverse created, they're being shattered. Secrets are being revealed. Okay, and you, Six of Wands, are being publicly recognized. Okay, because you won this one. Okay, you won this war. And now there's no coming back. They never thought that you were going to win this war. But you did. You did, and you always will keep winning. So, why don't we get a little more clarification, confirmation? Why don't you get involved with this one too, Archangel, my man? Archangel Michael, my man. All right, so let's go. Let's see what we got here. I mean, this is bound to happen. I mean, you already know that you're better than who this is, okay? You already know that everybody knows you are, okay? It's a blockage. It's stuck, okay? So if this is a blockage, then we're going to use a light code, okay? 919-314-819. That clears blockages. So we want this blockage cleared. Whoever is blocking you from being with your twin flame needs to be cleared. We're calling it and speaking it. We want them cleared. They have to be cleared away. We just hit the light code with them. We hit them with a light code. So why don't we keep going? All right, and then your light code is going to remember is 0010110. That's what they're going to ask you. They're going to say, how do we know we could trust you? And you're going to say that code. All right, that's how you're going to do it. And if you don't care, then don't mind. All right, so let's get going. Why don't we elaborate further? See what we got here. God, please, and thank you. All right, so you have this Ace of Swords in reverse here. Somebody had clouded judgment doing what they did here. Of course they did, because they've done this before, and maybe this worked before. If they've definitely committed they've unalived somebody before, in a very, in this lower vibrational way, and then they had this confidence that they could keep doing it. They didn't see themselves ever getting caught. This is the witch, okay? They thought that they were going to keep going with this. They never thought these illusions with the Moon in reverse were going to be shattered. They never seen the Star in reverse. They never seen themselves being seen the way they were trying to project onto you. You were too hardworking. You were too protected. You Six of Swords don't give a fuck. That's why you're leaving it behind, okay? Because they had this Five of Swords energy. They wanted to win at all costs. You knew that was going to really cost them. I mean, when somebody has everything to lose and you have nothing to lose, of course this is going to cost them. I mean, what they were doing was fucking especially heinous. I mean, then there's evidence of this. There's people who've seen them do this. You know what I mean? There's people who filmed them doing this. There's authorities who've seen this. It's just the fact of getting this to the right people to okay what this is. Because this is considered like blasphemy. Like what this is they're saying this doesn't exist, but it does exist because we have proof of these people doing this. Okay, and how? Because you're this fool. Because you run on universal energy. They wanted to attack the fool. You do not attack the fool. As a pure and innocent, this is a person who does not want to be bothered. They're just doing their own thing. Six of Swords leaving things behind, going on their own way. And these people want to continue to attack this fool. Bad decision. Just attacking the universe is all they did. Because you still have this Three of Cups energy. Still having, nice time. People have a good time around you. It's reunions. I mean, people feel good. They feel safe. Not like over here. They want to control you with fear-based tactics. That's what they want to do to keep your counterparts stuck. They want to blackmail them. Oh, we're going to tell them that you did it. Nobody cares what this person says anyway, because whatever they're going to say, nobody's going to pay attention. Look what they already did. Look what they already lied about, and look what they've already done. They're going to be convicted. They're going to have to do life in jail because they've unalived somebody in a way, and they're going to get caught this way. It's being investigated. The alligator said they're investigating it. So what else do we need to know, though? Okay, is that this Five of Wands energy that this person had, they really wanted to, conflict with you. They wanted, they thought they were going to rival you, or you were, like they were competition you, but you never competed back. You just said, I don't even know you, you fucking fat fraud. That's what you told the guy. And then you gave him an open hand smack, kicked him in his ass, and said, don't ever come around here no more, you rat motherfucker. We don't want you here. That's what happened to this. This is what's happening to this star in reverse for creating these illusions that are being shattered now. This is a fucking rat, okay? This is a fucking somebody who will tell anybody anything to get out of trouble or get what they want. And they want to present themselves like they're a big shot. Not anymore, okay? Because look, they got the Tower of Terror now for coming against you. The Tower of Terror is in full effect, okay? It's going to go up and it's going to go down. And these people are going to be screaming and they're going to be crying. And they're going to be saying, please, let me off. And you're going to say, no, no, no. You don't tell us anything, okay? The more you tell us, the longer you stay. They got to get that through their head. Somehow or another, they will, though. They're eventually going to learn that, they got to shut the fuck up and do the right thing. So what else is going to come of this, though, this conflict, this competition for this fool? Okay, is this fool here staying in this Eight of Pentacles? And you've been staying, mastering your craft, sharpening your skill, trying to do the best you can. You're not really, you want to be top of the line at what you do. You're not just doing this for a quick money grab. You're willing to put in the extra work to be the best. Okay, that's the way you're looking at things. Eight of Pentacles. You're saying, I'm going to keep doing this every day. I'm going to keep staying consistent every day. Seven of Pentacles. I'm hardworking, efficient, I'm fearless, adventurous. Yes, you are. You release these deep-seated fears. You're moving on. Six of Swords. Illusions about you have been shattered with the Moon in reverse. And now Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody's selling where they want to choose happiness with this Knight of Cups energy. It's about right. So what else do we need to know? What are we getting with this, though? It's nice that this is it is, but we're not seeing anything happen. Okay, maybe not seeing the physical. It is happening in the 5D, that's for sure, but it has to manifest down here. How can we get this to manifest? How are we going to get these blockages going again? Okay, because remember, you're just Queen of Swords. You have boundaries. You know what to do here. You're perceptive. You're not a victim here. Okay, you are completely in control here. They can't get to you. And you know what they're doing, and you hold all the keys here. They're eventually going to have to come to you because you're this Eight of Swords. This Eight of Pentacles, full Queen of Swords energy. And these people they had a lot of clouded judgment wanting Five of Wands, wanting this competition with you. That was silly of them. Because they thought you were a dope. They thought you were an idiot. They thought you were, from the wrong side of the tracks. You would never figure this out. You're too dumb. That's what they thought. But you're showing them something here. Don't judge a book by your cover, is what you told the guy. You said, all right, and then you smacked him right in the head with that book, too. You said, see? It's a good book. How dare you? Okay, now that person that you hit with the book, okay, they're in this hermit and reverse energy. Now they're all alone, isolated. They say, he hit me with a book. He hit me with, put him in jail. But the fact is you didn't throw the book at them. They threw the book at themselves by, being this way. This person, they judged you. They wanted people to judge you, okay? But you were too strong with this strength. You had the strength of 10 men, the strength of 10 women. They thought you cared what people thought. You told whoever judged you, go fuck yourself. Judge, cop, detective, any motherfucker who thinks they're better than you, go fuck yourself is what we told them. You can't do nothing. We judge you now. You made a bad decision taking them bribes. A lot of we're going to tell them. They're scared shitless. They know their career's up in the fucking smokes. Okay, they're in denial, Leo. Okay, they're in denial. Okay, because they're being sued. People are on to them. They never thought they were going to get caught doing this. You were too strong. All right, because if you can't do something, come do something. That's what we tell these people. Come do something. Bring your whole crew. They won't. They're stuck on this thing. This is their thing. It's like they're pretend we don't see them at all costs. This is what it is. So they're going to let you. So things are going to get to the point where it's going to be so hard not to see you. Okay, because realistically, there's no way they can say they can't see you. Okay, it's going to get to the point. It's going to be so hard. They're going to continue it though. They're going to say act like you don't see it, but they do. They have a lot of people seeing you. They got people watching. You know who watches you a lot? This King of Cups, because that's your counterpart. They love you. Okay, they're trying to get to you. They want to get through this. They can't. It's hard. They said, but they were suddenly aware they want to choose happiness. They're walking away from this, but they're trying to get through with this Knight of Cups energy, this romantic, chivalrous. But they're still scared because they don't want to lose everything, and that's why they're trying to avoid these difficult decisions. But you might be gone by the time they make these decisions. So that's why. This is where the conundrum lies. So how is this going to end, though? Like, where's this going? I mean, this Queen of Wands in reverse, they got to go down. I mean, obviously, they're hiding out. I mean, they're resistant to change here. They're being seen as a star in reverse. Their immune magic's not working anymore. You're too hardworking. Here you go, 3 of Cups. We've seen that like a million times today. You are, celebrating. You're having a good time. I mean, you make people feel safe. You make people feel happy. That's why they want to choose you. They don't want to be around this. They know you are the real sexy-ass Queen of Wands, okay? They try to use that energy against you. They said you were loose, that you would use this to your advantage. But the fact is that they were using this. They were trying to use that to their advantage to help them because they were never had that confidence that you did. They thought they were going to take your confidence. You're the pure and innocent Queen of Wands, as we always say. Yes, you are. Okay, and that's why there's a Knight of Wands in reverse here. These people, they're paranoid and overwhelmed. The Star in reverse, they know. That's why they're in this Hermit in reverse energy. They know that they're coming to get them. They can't avoid this any longer. Like, there's nowhere to go because they have responsibility. Like, they built somewhat of a life here, and now people are like, they know what they did. They know that you're getting your 2 of Cups here. They know that. They can't stop you from getting this 2 of Cups. They did everything possible to block this, and you still are getting it. You're still thriving. You're still the best version of yourself. It's like they just slowed you down. It's like nothing even happened here. You went to hell and you came out unscathed, and now you're better than ever. You're so much more interesting now. Okay, because look, you have Ace of Wands energy, which you have an urge to create. You're determined. People are inspired by you. I mean, you're strong now. You're a strong motherfucker. And now that you have this 5 of Cups. People are, in regret that came against you. They're scared. They don't know what to do. They're pessimistic. Now they want to apologize, but it's just like they have back in their head they can't, they know if they give you any inkling that you're in control that they're going to lose. But the thing is you already know you're in control. You're already leaving this behind. You've already seen this. They can't change your mind. They can't tell you this is preposterous. This is not preposterous. This is exactly what is happening here. Is exactly what these cards are telling you. These people were doing everything to take from you. They wanted your destiny. They thought you were going to die, but you didn't. And now you're back and you're saying, listen, who else got the problem? Now everybody's watching. They're like, this worked on everybody else before but you. Okay? Because now look, Temperance reverse. They're completely off balance now. They're doing things to the excess. That's why they're paranoid and overwhelmed. Okay? Because that's what happens when you do too much of a good thing is not a good thing. So they're overdoing it with this black magic. They're probably doing drugs. They're not sleeping. It's like a crack addict, it seems like. But in whatever it is, I'm not saying they're doing it, but they probably are on meth, though. But they're definitely doing black magic. So, I mean, I know that goes together sometimes, black magic. Because these people, they're losing, they're losing their grip on reality. That's why this is going in your favor. That's why they're being seen as off balance, because you have this, 3 of Wands. You're building something. You already built something. The things don't work no more. This was not you. They were put stuff that you weren't supposed to have anything off the ground. You were never going to build. You were always going to stay down. You were always going to be seen as a loser. Okay, you were never be seen. But you every last thing did not work, and every last thing they projected is going back to them because the Moon in reverse. So what's going to be the end here? Is there anything else we need? All right, so you got this 5 of Pentacles here. That's where this person's going. That's why they're trying to avoid this. That's why they're trying to hold on. That's why they're doing everything possible. Okay, this competition, this conflict, this rivalry did not work. Their illusions are being shattered. They're coming off paranoid and overwhelmed. They're off balance. Okay, they see their cloud of judgment here, and that's where it's headed, the Five of Pentacles. I mean, there's no other place to go because you're the one who brings the fun. You're the sun. You stay positive. You're pure and innocent, and you're mastering your craft. You have people around you who love you. Okay, they feel safe and happy. Now, other people see that. They want to be around you. Okay, and these Page of Wands are reverse energy. This person, they're blah. Nobody wants to see them. They have no potential here. Okay, because you, at the end of the day, you're going to stay in the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to stay hardworking. You're going to stay responsible. You got a long-term view. And what's going to be the end? This is it. I'm done. No more. What's to be the end here? Please and thank you, guys. All right, is that you having this Page of Pentacles. So you will be manifesting this whole thing. Okay, you are putting this in your head. You are manifesting this. This is how we're going to clear these blockages. You have to. You have that light code there. I'll say it one more time. It is 919, okay, 314-819. Okay, you're gonna manifest these blockages to be removed, okay, because now judgment is here. Okay, judgment day is here. Archangel Gabriel's blowing the horns. That's why these people are trying to hold us. But they gotta deal with what they did. There's always an action, there's a consequence. This is what they don't understand. See, the more bad that is done to you, you have to get more good now. So all that bad that these people put in, you have to receive the good now. And they have to receive whatever they got good out of it, the bad. That's why they want to keep this, they want to keep avoiding this. They're trying to, blackmail, but the blackmail don't work. So what else do we need to know here with this? So I'm going to get some angel oracles. Why don't we? All right, so I saw this while I was just on the thing, but I think it was 5 9s, and I never seen 5 9s on a license plate. But here, 99, so that's 4 9s here. Okay, lessons learned. Reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you here. This reminder encourages you to stay optimistic and keep striving forward your goals. Keep your momentum. Supported by powers of heaven, you've accomplished great things, and now embrace the rewards you've earned. Now embrace the rewards you've earned. Remember that. You earned that, okay? Because 0440 says so. Because that's that gut feeling, it says. Trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Okay, that's why you love me so much. You say it's the best because your intuition tells you that. Okay, be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value to every interaction. Treat others with respect as your actions will return to you in kind. Exactly. That's why we wish the best for everybody. We don't wish no bad on nobody. Okay, yeah, we'll go. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Do we really care? No, we don't care what happens, but it's better than being hateful. Be mindful of boundaries, though, as too many voices can cloud your journey, okay? We don't need any more chefs in the kitchen, okay? We are in complete control of this kitchen, okay? Like that French chef that watches, okay? We're in complete control, okay? Like they are in their kitchen, okay? And we don't need any more chefs. We don't need any sous chefs here, okay? We got this. All right, so what else is there? What else do we need to know? Okay, you got 888. Okay, that's all about karma here. Abundance is on the way. It extends beyond just financial wealth. You're getting a spiritual inheritance, okay? It's what's happening. Trust me when I tell you, it's happening for you. This is not, like I'm saying, this ain't happening. It doesn't mean it have to be happening right this second. It's happening for you, okay? This is a reminder that true fortune encompasses all aspects of life. If you don't appreciate those around you today, if you don't appreciate the gangsta magician, then maybe you won't have them anymore, okay? So take responsibility for your actions and use this awareness to unlock your greatest potential. Yes, you will, okay? Because that's what you're supposed to do. And that's why 4444 is here. 4444, okay? Blessing in disguise. This whole thing was a blessing in disguise. All these people attacking you was a blessing in disguise. These were more, this was designed to be this way. Challenges may lie ahead, but you have the strength to overcome them. If you felt lost, know that the winds of change are now blowing in your favor. Though some things may fall apart, you're building the foundation for something better. Stay strong and keep moving forward. You will always keep moving forward. You survived 100% of the days. You're still here. So what are you going to tell me? You're not going to tell me that you can't do this. You can do anything. You've already proven you can do anything. Oh. So why don't we do the crystal of the day? I'm going to say amethyst. All right, I'm going to get it this time. It's going to be amethyst. I know it. Come on. Let it be amethyst. Come on. I'll just say one more. Amethyst or fluorite. I feel it. Okay. Oh, bang! What did I say? Amethyst. There you go, brother. There's a good one. I finally got it. That's the first time that I've done that where I've called the exact card that came out, and here it is. Okay, that is something. I love it. All right, let's learn about amethyst here because it's right here. We got it right here for you. Our amethyst. We even got our amethyst spear. Okay, our amethyst pyramid. Yes, love it. Okay, clarity, protection, spirituality. Amethyst is a stone of intuition, peace, spirit. Love that. I love it. Okay, of spiritual awakening. It clears negative energy, supports meditation, and opens the crown chakra to higher states of consciousness. A trusted guide for inner clarity and divine connection. Third eye, crowned. What are you snoring back there? You're interested in my video. I just did a good amethyst video, okay? And now, this crown chakra, Pisces, Aquarius, air. All right, well, remember this. I trust my intuition and embrace my spiritual journey. I trust my intuition and embrace my spiritual journey. I trust my intuition and embrace my spiritual journey. Yes, you do, and that's why you're the best, and that's why I love you, and that's why we love amethyst. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.